And here we are. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hopefully everything is going good. The intro is a little bit choppy. I don't know why it was choppy on my side.
Um,
Everything seems good. I mean, our stream was good pre-show, so should be good.
well, I'm looking at the stream
I
and
like it. I like the
don't
Christmas
see
thing.
anything wrong with it.
I like it. Looks good. I think I'm seeing a steady flow here. So
Steady as she goes.
steady flow.
All right, let's see.
Welcome.
Sunrise is already here and gone, or hope to
Welcome.
be
Welcome.
get off work in time.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check on the.
Lee McCready is one of our early risers too.
It looks good.
Dustin, Brent, and Mikey from Fly Zone Drone.
Everything looks in order, including
Yeah.
your set. Looks great.
Yeah. I think that about wraps everybody up that we've got in the chat here. Brent, did you find your P16 yet? I got an email from him the other day. He was all upset. He thought he knew exactly where that thing was and couldn't find it.
He couldn't find one?
He couldn't. Well, he thought he put it up, and apparently he didn't put it up where he thought he had put it up because he can't find it. But speaking of P16, so I got her built, Walk Snail Edition.
P16 walk snail special.
Yeah. The only problem is the blessed frame is warped and all the props are dragging on the freaking guards.
And that's the right size props and everything.
Yeah. So it does fly. It took a little while for it to wear in the
wearing the grooves.
the plastic a little bit.
Yeah, it turned out good. I really think that's a really clever build. And now with the 1080 video, it's going to be that even more cool.
So I don't know if I'm going to stick with this frame yet or not. I got a few other little thoughts. Oh, Sergio's in here too. Howdy, Sergio. And we got George Kelly from Wisconsin. And oh, by the way, I actually spent money. Check this out. Let me see.
At least one of us has. I haven't been spending anything.
See, I finally have me one of those silicone mats.
Oh, good. I need to get one of those.
I gave up on the tile.
Well, I need to have a build mat that has those compartments like that. I think that's a great idea.
And this is the biggest one I could find. He found his P16 in his battery charger box. So, good news. The P16 has reappeared.
Yep, my program's on complete hold until my frame shows up. It could be my frame could be in the.
Well, it's coming from Canada.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
Actually, they're shipping from Washington State. Can you use OBS with StreamYard? Yes, you can. Just turn on the virtual camera and then tell StreamYard to use the OBS virtual camera. And
yeah,
you can use all your OBS functionality through StreamYard.
Right. You just run a generic StreamYard, and you just gotta set everything up in 720, because there's no sense taxing your system and trying to run 1080 and then sticking it through 720 like I'm doing right now. I'm actually running all my stuff in 1080 and it's going through StreamYard and it fits, but I guess it's not hurting anything unless you're the host.
Well, neither one of us the host because it's StreamYard just hosting
Right.
it.
That's true. Actually that's maybe I should. That's actually a thought because I need to be able to host, and I've been now spending about 6 months trying to organize my OBS. I finally got OBS set up right. I mean, I got all of the cool functions of OBS right now. We got NDI working. I've got pretty much every little gizmo and gadget, and it's really
Well, you
good.
mean there's finally an NDI plugin for OBS 28 dot.
My CPU right now is running at 7.8% because I'm running now finally with the GPU, and I've got 3 monitors. I've got above me, I've got a monitor with my screen share on it. So that's my above monitor, and that's our chat stream. And then I've got my OBS, my full OBS to this side, and then I've got my StreamYard monitor over here. So it's running everything. It's sweet. And $239. That's what it cost me for an old beat up Dell 5040.
See, this the mat that I ended up buying.
Yeah, I think I need to protect my desk, and that would be perfect for that.
I dropped the link in the chat too.
Another thing that I shared with Kai.
Go Action, happy holidays to you too, brother.
That's right. Yeah. Now, Kai was telling me I needed all these things, so I made one of these today. Like that? Pretty nice, isn't it?
A nice toy, yeah.
Come on, it works. Excuse me.
Yeah, you tell me when you can tell the difference between an M2 and an M1.6. What's that?
I probably won't be able to do that, but I'll be able to tell the difference between holes and shit.
Hey, Charles Galuski. Howdy, fella.
There's a 3.5 right there.
3.5.
Yeah. 3.5.
You mean 35 millimeter?
35 millimeter.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't you say it in inches or in centimeters? That's pretty close. It's pretty good. I mean, it's obviously it's within, I would say it's off at least, it's damn near close to 1, because these right here, the spreaders are not, you can see there's no light between them. So there's not, but you can tell the difference between the distance of holes.
Okay, when you grow up, you get yourself one of these, okay?
Yeah, but those cost a lot of money.
Tell me about
it. I'm going to try to mute as many times as I can because I'm covering up for my bronchitis that I just cured a day and a half ago or yesterday. But yeah, I thought that was a good build. Look at that. There's all the pieces. I'll take it apart. Okay, it still comes apart.
Yeah, he's got precision. Half an inch either direction.
Come on. I even printed this black part here. I printed this in PLA so I could have contrasting color. I was thinking about right at the very end of this build here is right at the very end. I was going to change the filament out so it would have made all of these numbers contrasting colors. I still might try that.
Well, I got my calibers because I was doing some prototype and I needed some precise measurement.
I would rather have a digital caliper too, but those things are going to, what are you, $50 or something like that?
Yeah, but more than that.
Well, I got other things that I need $150 to spend on. So And if I need to know the distance between holes and what's an M2 and an M3, I can do that.
Yeah, this one that you seen there goes for 127 on Amazon.
I should check Wish. Wish has got probably some deals. I really didn't look hard. I really just wanted to print this. I thought it would be a fun print to do just for the heck of it. And a temporary solution. That's good.
There you go, and that's on sale down from $165.
And with the digital, you get friggin', like you're saying, you can tell the real small parts, and it's.
How come I'm frozen up?
You just
That
froze.
cool.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Huh.
You're frozen.
That's wild. Huh. Can I switch views? This works. It's the front view that's frozen.
Hold on,
It
here, I
wouldn't
gotta
be a
cough
live
that.
stream without having a freaking camera boo-boo. Would it?
Hey, better him than me. Better Kai than me. Usually it's me that's getting all this crap.
Okay.
Time for a new webcam. He's got an expensive one.
Yeah, that's it. And,
I'm just using a Logitech Brio. This thing's the freaking cat's meow, man. If I could get 3 Logitech Brios and put them around my studio in here, it would be perfect.
yeah. I tell you what, we'll just fudge it.
Victor Freeze. Yeah, you got like the high tech freaking internet service. You got all that cool stuff.
There. Does that work now?
What happened?
I'll just use a different camera.
Is that your
That's not a Logitech.
No. Is that your good camera?
The Sony, yeah. Probably just needs a good restart.
A lot of people use them for web cameras. I mean, they're supposed to work. I'm sure it's probably, did you set it at, is it turned down to 1080 or 7? What do you have it set at?
No, it natively streams 720.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some funky going on here with this camera.
Yeah, I've done battles with gear, and I finally listened. I actually have been bidding on graphic cards. I'm looking for a 1650 now. Remember the 1650 Super? That's the maxed out card for this computer that I've got. I'm running an AMD 550 right now, and I'm gonna update it to an NVIDIA, either a 1550 Ti or a 1050 Ti or a 1650 NVIDIA, which is the top of my PSG rate.
You know what it is? It's a freaking battery that's dead on this thing.
That's what happened. Are you able to hotwire that in?
It is hot wired in, but when I'm not using it, I don't have it hooked up because I don't want to.
Yeah, that makes no sense that thing wouldn't work, because it's so. But yeah, everything's been good. It's been a good week so far. I did have a little bit of a tough start of my week trying to clear up the crap that's going around. Everybody's sick, so everybody in my whole town has got bronchitis of some kind. So I think everybody's been either got the head cold or the chest cold, and I finally was able to see a doctor, so I've got that straightened out. It's like a miracle,
So,
but I haven't felt good in a while, so I'm finally feeling good. It's good. It's good to feel good on a Tuesday.
nope, we're still froze up. That's weird.
But you said the battery was low?
Yep.
Yeah, that's got to be why I set it off.
I just gotta get a StreamYard
Not frozen. It's not frozen.
to unfreeze it in the old OBS.
All I think about every night when my frame doesn't show up yet is all the parts that I don't have that go along with that frame. So, and now Kai is like me yesterday, the other day. He now is gone. And I think he's resetting. There we go. He's resetting his camera there.
I should be back in business.
Looks good.
Yay.
Looks great. There we go. You're clear.
All right. Now I feel better.
Kai just needs to get a better key light. That's this one right here. That makes me look so pretty.
I need to get a soft light of some type.
all I use is I've got one of these studio things, but it's not an expensive one. It's obviously everything I do is inexpensive, but if you look at
Hold on, we skipped a few people here. Half Drone Will Fly, Maddie Stronewell, Maddie, Charles Galuski. Did we catch you already?
Kai needs one of those.
Yeah.
I've got that's just a soft box. You just need a soft box light. I don't like that it has a stand though. It's just too much crap. I was going to attach it to my shelf right there, but I have yet to do that. That would probably be just so I don't have but that's kind of how we've got it set up there. And that's just an extra TV that acts as the third monitor.
Yeah, well,
and it acts as a TV when I want to watch it.
Everybody needs a TV in their man cave.
Yes, you do. There we go.
Yeah, I got two 32-inch monitors in front of me, and then I got a 43-inch TV over to the side.
Yeah, I think that's a 32-inch TV. That'd be. But
and,
for what you pay for a monitor, if you want to buy find a 1080 monitor, you can still pick those up, but not in the 30-inch range. You're still in the 20. And the 20 inchers are pretty good. I mean, you get the 24s and the 27s. The 24s are as much as the 27s because they jack them up for gamers.
Well, I literally just an hour ago got my replacement screen after I put the damn drill into my other one. Oops. Yeah, I had a blown moment.
Night Train in the house.
Got Night Train in the house too. I didn't see Night
Got a call out. Now, did Sunrise say he was staying, or is he hope to watch?
He was trying to get out of work.
Well, dude, man, come on, Sunrise. You can working. Everybody else does it. Everybody else freaking live streams during their work.
Chuck want to know what Sony this is? This is the Z1F. ZV1F. There we go.
But we were hoping for the big release of the Mini 3, the re-release of the Mini 3, and the re-release.
Yeah, well, I don't care too much about that crap. I heard some other news today that I really don't like.
Uh-oh. What's that?
Alien Drones did an interview with the FAA dude regarding remote ID. And the question was asked about shielded operations. And according to the FAA dude, shielded operations as a blanket thing, not going to happen. And the reason for that being, drones, you can fly them low, but if you have a flyaway, they would enter critical airspace and therefore not going to happen. So, for all of you that were hoping for shielded operations, for FPV operations where we stay below treetops, yeah, you might as well bury that one right now. So
I printed that out right there for fun. This is my this is a mount, and it also has the power, the XT60 built into it. I just thought it would look kind of cool, and it also has the rear if you're running Crossfire. This is not made for this drone, but it fits. It fits my whole pattern. So I'm just trying to find parts to when I rebuild this, I'm building it different. So everything will be basically mounted properly and not sitting freaking on some sticky tape.
Yeah, FAA doesn't want to no, FAA is micromanaging below treetops. Because these things are capable of fly away and shoot up into the airspace, and they're not even going to take that chance. So, I mean, we got this arm button at our fingertip. That thing goes any which way it's not supposed to. We disarm it and thing falls to the ground, but apparently that's not good enough for FAA.
Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to get a whole bunch of non-compliant freaking pirate flyers is what they're going to get, and that's probably what's going to happen.
Yep. Well, and here's the thing, all the manufacturers that are putting remote ID, even on the SUP 250 drones,
if
it's in it, you cannot disable it. So, like the Mini 3 Pro has the remote ID in it, you cannot disable it. So,
I was hoping this would fit. It doesn't. This is not. I was supposed. This was the part that you said that I should have printed in PLA, and I did, or not PLA,
TPU.
Yeah. And I did it in PETG just because I had it available, and I was seeing if I could squeeze it in there, but it's made to fit in there tight. So I was hoping it would fit in there. It's printed nice. It's just an adapter.
Yeah. Our P16 on the flyaway will take down a 747. Sorry. I'm with you,
P16, if it went inside of a 747 engine, it wouldn't even feel it. It would turn that thing into a freaking just dust. Those engines are not that freaking delicate. If they were, they would have been, there would have been 100,000 plane crashes by now. It takes a full-on flock of
Canadian
to think there's a whole
bunch of freaking prima donnas.
Yeah, it takes a full flock of freaking Canadian geese to take down a freaking big jetliner. I mean, it has to hit the, several of those damn blades. They throw freaking frozen chickens and all kinds of crap into those things when they're testing them out.
And Bill is here, Coast to Coast Drones. Good evening, sir.
I'll go fly from an active duty Army base. Well, we don't have to go that far, but we just got to say, it's, we're going to do what we got to do to enjoy our hobby and not freaking try to be left alone at the same time.
Well, flying from an active duty Army base puts a little bit of jurisdictional monkey wrench into the works.
Here's that other adapter right there. But that one I can use.
Yeah, you still want it in TPU though.
Right. So, well, this one could get away with it. This stuff is freaking. Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, it's. I get no dampening out of that. That's right. I want to get some vibration.
The flexibility of it. You get any kind of impact, PTG will break.
Well, it's also vibration.
TPU will flex.
Right. It also dampens vibration. It was just fun. It was fun to do, but I'm going to reprint it all. I got a couple of cool colors going right now. I've got green or yellow and blue loaded, and it's been kind of fun. I've really enjoyed printing.
I've got my blue loaded right now too.
I got that translucent.
Out
I got the translucent blue though. See, it's the translucent stuff where it's got a little bit of translucency. I like that. I like that kind of ghosty color. But I found a couple of really good deals too. I think I paid $9 for one of those rolls.
Have you not looked up the tracking for the frames? See where they're at?
I have no idea where they're at. I think I paid through PayPal, so I have to look.
They'll be.
I have to go into my account.
I got your tracking numbers.
Yeah, it's on there somewhere. If I start looking at tracking numbers, I'd go insane. So I'm just trying to keep my cool because there's stuff coming in our house every day because of Christmas. But yeah, this is made for the tall standoffs though. I only got the short ones. This is made for the big old frames. See, what are these? I can check now because I now have a caliper. Let me see here. I can't read it. It's the numbers I can't read. They're so damn. 2.5.
25 mil.
25. Yes, and this was made for the 30. What are they? 30-inch standoffs for this one? I don't know.
Yeah. 30-inch standoff.
30 now. 30. Yeah, these are 35. Come on, Kai.
You could stack two of your.
I've been in the GPS world way too long.
Well, Mini 2 doesn't have to identify as anything because it's not even going to have the remote ID on it. They're putting that on the Mini 3 because of the heavier batteries.
Right.
And Ben T in the house. Howdy, fella. So, if you haven't read it in the description yet, but this is going to be my last live stream for quite some time. I'm going to get my teeth fixed
I know,
next Monday.
I know, Kai, but you're not going to be out that long. I got to talk you back. I got to talk you off the cliff here. And that's going to take a while, but they'll put some temporaries on you. They'll make you look presentable.
I'll be on some temporaries, but then we got the holidays and all that crap all happening. So
that's true. That's true. I'm with you on that. I totally understand that. I think live streams should be done when you can do them, and
that's why I've got our very Christmassy background in here now, even though we're backwards, because to get to the ho ho ho, there, now we got the ho ho ho.
Here, let me go back.
We need to put all the hoes on the right side.
Hey, you can only. Hey,
actually, it's on the left side.
I really am impressed, though. That is a nice looking background. That is very festive. This is definitely your best background that you've done. It's creative. Took you a whole lot of time.
Very creative.
You even got my old logo on there.
Took me maybe 10 minutes to download. There
you got my
without the logo.
Yeah, take that old duck. Hey, I'm really proud of my new duck now. So the new duck is definitely wore on me. I now move forward.
But the ho-hos are gone now. So but that's all right. I still have this overlay. He shoots, he scores.
Where's your Santa drone hat?
I have a Santa drone hat.
I threw away about 8 boxes of Christmas stuff. I didn't throw it away. I donated it away. We went through all of our stuff and just unloaded just tons of it. I got sick of crawling and getting it, and a lot of it was just junk that we never used, and over time you start to collect stuff.
No, we did break down and get a new tree over the weekend. So
yeah, is that your tree back there on our picture?
The one I sent you, yeah.
You mean the Charlie Brown Christmas tree?
Not the Charlie Brown.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with him. No, they had just went and made a major purchase. And I understand what it takes to go and get a tree.
No, we just refused to spend a bunch of money on a stupid tree.
I had to, because I had two older trees. One was like they used to have these kind of like a parade of homes. They got, these what they call it, a Christmas tree festival, whatever kind of thing. And we did one year, and then it got donated, and then the person that donated it didn't want it, so we kept it. So they turned into just a donation, and we ended up with the tree. And I'm like, you donate the money, you get the tree, we don't get it. So anyways, we brought it home, and we had that tree for about 15 years, and it finally just got enough lights that went out on it that I got rid of it. So Ben's done with trees. Ben, don't be that way.
And then we got the fireplace going here this weekend.
Nice.
Chimney sweep come out.
That's
now,
right.
The guy comes to the door. Of course, I open the door, and this dude is like maybe 5'2".
An actual chimney street. Did you ask him? You'd say, you going to climb up in there? I can see you standing next to this guy going, I think I could get you to fit in there. I could push you in there. You want me to hold you?
This guy, I actually have a picture of him crawled into the freaking fireplace. I mean, this dude, he was, I mean, he was working hard. And he crawled in that fireplace. I'm like, oh, I'll never see this guy again.
That's for you, Ben, because you said you're done with trees.
Now, I couldn't help myself. He crawled in there because he put plastic down in front of it, right? He crawled in behind the plastic.
Do we get to see this picture?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up.
No. He was
Takes
probably
a
a fighter pilot in a previous life.
Let me see if I can. There
I
it
just
is.
got a ton of new emojis from YouTube. They're fun ones.
There you go. He's literally in the fireplace.
There's a person in there. There's his legs right there. He's got a vacuum.
There's
He's
there's
actually
arm,
crawling
there's
into the
those.
freaking.
I mean, he completely crawled in that thing.
That is unreal. That is quite the accomplishment to be able to fit inside of a fireplace. I've put my head in one looking to see where the damper was or something like that, but I've never been able to get my entire body inside of a fireplace. So there's no way I would never get out.
There's the tree.
Very nice. It's getting there. You guys have been doing a lot of work. It's not a small job going through and pulling apart an entire remodel. It's just the only way you survive that is you just little tiny bits and pieces, But the fireplace will give you some creature comfort. So not really
Ready,
wanting to
set,
talk
roll,
about
and howdy, Kelly.
oh hey, there we go.
Carolina Air Shots. How about that?
Impressed with Kelly's flying skills with his camera, his latest camera comparison.
Yeah.
I got to get a 5-inch and fly one.
And that's what
I'm
she
just
said.
sitting here. I should have just bought a freaking 5-inch, but no, I had to build it.
Well,
6 months later,
look at the prices on the built.
I did. That's why I'm building it. But by the time I get done building it, I'll be like, damn, another $100. I could have freaking just bought it from the. No, I need to. I want the experience of building. So I am.
Yeah, well, buying is quicker, but at the prices for the bought ones right now, $600 on it.
Right. And I like the idea of you have to be able to use to get the most out of the DJI Air units. You have to go through the process of changing frames out. You're going to get so much more, when it's all over. So it's worth the wait for sure. I actually, the only thing I was kind of thinking about was doing the long range buy, because that was $499. They're selling the 03 03 long range. I think it was for a special. It was like $499. But I'm like, gosh, that's a lot of money,
Oh, and look what I got.
Ooh, the wing is in.
We got new wings for the VTOL. Now
You know
you
why
gotta
he's got
swap
those new
all the
wings,
stuff
right?
over.
I paid $100 more for the Mark V than I would have 6 months ago. Yeah. The Mark V's, all those are really good builds. The Mark V, the Diatone 5, all those are really good, solid. Everybody says, "Oh, this one's the best one." And no, the best one is the one you buy and you fly.
The
That is the
thing with
best. That is the
FPV,
best
it really depends on your
preference.
use case.
Yeah, and your preference. You got you some people like the low profile build, some people like the high profile and with a lot of space because you get, more air. Some people like the one that was interesting, like you were saying, was the one with the slung underneath battery to take the 5-inch and put the battery underneath and then stick a rescue GPS on top. I thought that was kind of an interesting build.
Yeah, Kelly, I'm gonna get that VTOL back in the air.
He's got a name for the he's going to put on the side. It's going to be Kelly 1.
No, it's gonna be the Phoenix.
It's going to be Kai 3. It's going to have a big picture of a water tower and
No, it wasn't a water tower, it was a concession stand.
well, the water tower was much more grand. Hitting a concession stand just doesn't do it justice. If you're going to hit something, you want to hit something big and exciting. Risen from the ashes, the Phoenix will rise.
Yep. It's not going to be too bad swapping that stuff over. It's just I hadn't had time to do anything yet.
Well, that's how they build them. They pretty much don't they build all the hardware and they just shove it into a foam body and with wings. I mean, that's kind of what they do.
Well, I've got to swap over all the wiring that's in the wing,
right?
And motor mounts and all that. And Kelly doesn't have a whole lot of room to talk on the VTOL crashing because in a way I was only copying what he did before. Kelly's my mentor, and he crashed, I crashed. It's part of the brotherhood.
Yep, that one deserves a better life. Didn't have Kelly fly it.
No, Kelly flies good.
I told you I saw him fly. He did a nice job. And
every now and again he gets a little overconfident, and then he's doing the walk of shame.
Well, that's what happens. It takes after that first battery pack and you got everything kind of settled. That's when you start looking for things to get yourself in trouble. That's when you start to challenge your physics. But you need to have an overpowered drone. That's like the key. The key to basically flying anything FPV is to have more power than you need, because that saves you from just about every conceivable problem that you can basically have, like falling out of the sky, getting upside down, everything basically. And that's why everybody is getting into trouble with the Avata, because it gives you you get zero physics. You get basically a stable, flat flying platform, and then when you mess up its physics, you're screwed. You have no way of recovering. And with most FPV builds, like what you're doing with what you did with your Beetle, you throw big motors on it and you make it 6S. And
well, I'm really happy how all those 4-inchers turned out.
yeah.
So
You get into the long range stuff, like, they're not made for that. They're made for level flight, and that's the same argument with everybody. You want it as light as possible and you want it way overpowered. That's what aerobatic planes are all about. You see those planes at an air show flying vertically with their nose hanging in the air, and they're literally a helicopter. I mean, that's how overpowered they are. In their weight ratio to power ratio is just unbelievable. It's negative, or no, it's positive. I mean, so it's the opposite way.
Well, you put a 300 horsepower engine on a 200-pound plane.
Bam! It turns into a helicopter.
Yeah, and Kelly, he mentioned here, VTOL is harder to fly than FPV. It definitely is. Because FPV, I mean, you come up to something, you can just move it out the way. When you're in level flight with the VTOL, it doesn't quite react that quick.
Yeah, I have no clue. And I can imagine you don't get, like you're saying, you get used to having certain like air levels of tolerance within like the ground and stuff. That's where you get in trouble, and
Yeah.
I love to be close to the ground, but once you get close to the ground, you have no way of recovering. You have to have a plan, man, or a walking plan.
This particular VTOL also has the V tail, so you don't have traditional elevators. The elevators are also the rudder.
Yeah, so you don't get. It's still pretty neat.
Yeah, no, we'll get that thing back up and running, and I got confidence it'll fly again.
I can see that, like, even like all those birds like that, you stick this air unit in there, this new air unit. I mean, that's just a totally different, you don't have to put in a big heavy camera.
Well, on these, it really don't matter because they can carry the weight.
Yeah. But if you don't have the weight in there, you get that much more maneuverability, and you just have to do a little different balancing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I haven't been able to convince myself to buy the new air unit yet.
Well, I totally understand what you're going through, and I don't. I'm committed because I have to. I already got $1,300 in Nevada stuff. I can't just go, well, crap, I'm just going to buy another $1,300 worth of freaking Cadix stuff. Not, it's just I can't work that fast. But I totally understand that, and we don't need to. I think it works better that you are having experience with that whole line of gear, because that gives me information, and then assuming I get something built, I can give you my knowledge of this gear, and bang, we've got twice as much information with half the cost.
Kelly bringing up an interesting point. At what point is your battery too big? You get the bigger battery, but the more weight cuts in your flight time.
I think you get up into the 1,500 range, and that's really a sweet spot when it comes to a lot of birds.
Well, depends on what prop size you have. 1,500 on a 6-inch, yes. On a 5-inch, 1,300,
right.
maybe
right.
14.
You're right. You're right. I agree. And then because you get into less lift, and yeah, I mean, freaking difference between that. I mean, that's a big ass prop. That's a 6-inch prop right there.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I got 5-inch sitting around here. I got gazillions of props. I went through the prop stage.
The thing of it is, you go from a 5-inch to a 6-inch prop, your actual disc area increase is not 20%, it's more like 50%. It's quite a bit that you gain.
I actually really like the 6-inch prop. I think it gives you just a totally different dynamic, because I flew a bunch of Mr. Croc with it. Where the hell are my 5-inchers? I got to find a wrecked one at least. Here we go. It's a big difference. Check this out. There's a massive jump between 5 and 6-inch. So there's a 5-inch prop and there's a 6-inch prop. I mean, side by side. That's a huge difference. Like you're saying in a disc diameter. It's like I could freaking hide this one behind it. You won't ever see it, you know? I mean, they're both blue, but I'm kind of into blue, guys.
Yeah, but if I fly this Watson by chance, I would be glad to review this one for you.
Oh, me too. $700 for that. I will build it for a hell of a lot less than $700, but it obviously is not going to be as cool as that one.
But it'd be the dead cat.
That thing it is cool. I totally want to understand why when you fly that, you would be, I mean, I would see, this is what's happening now. This is what's going through my head. I just paid $700 for an aircraft that I crash all the time. That hurts my head thinking about it. Okay. It just doesn't compute. And I think there's a point where when you spend that, I mean, that thing, I didn't buy that to crash it once I spend that kind of money. And you're getting into like, now I got a rich toy. It's not disposable.
By the way, y'all, feel free to compliment Dad Random on his haircut because he actually went and got his hair done before he went on there.
Oh. He just had to go and tell everybody that he next thing you know, he's going to tell everybody that I bought new shoes. Okay, you can embarrass a guy in two different ways. One, tell him you got a haircut. And then you say, oh, those new shoes.
Hey, remember?
Oh, boy.
I had to come with something, okay?
Hey, I'm good.
I had to repay the favor somehow.
I'm good for it.
And there's Sunrise.
Do you think this
even Yellow Rose thinks you have a nice haircut?
Do you think that the air unit is going to be a hit? You think this 03 air unit's just going to be is going to be like an absolute just slam dunk hit and everybody's going to just start flying FPV because of it? No.
I doubt it.
No, and it makes no sense. It's a game changer, just like the Avata is. And people are still wanting to stay in their
You know what I'm surprised at? And I don't know how accurate these numbers are, but according to CADX, they sold over 4,000 of those VRX deals with the walk snail.
I believe it. The price was good. It was a perfect way to get in. And I think, CADX and walk snail, they brought in basically a price that people can go, okay, I can tell my wife this and she's not going to divorce me. You know, you start getting into that where it's so expensive. Like if I bought a 7-inch or a $700 FPV drone, and then I got into controllers and digital gear. I mean, that's a freaking expense. That's $2,000.
Yeah.
I just bought a Mavic 3.
Well, NASCAR Evoke 6-inch, $700. Pair of goggles, $650. Controller, another $200.
Well, I'm really upset because we had a couple of really good deals that came by with the CADX gear / walk snail gear.
And
those were
our northern connection is in the chat. Michael from Quebec. Mikey. Another Mike. We got Mike, we got Mikey, we got Has anyone bought the Nazgul yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of reviews on it, but I don't know that anybody bought it yet.
well, it's definitely it's beautifully built. I mean, it's very impressive. You look at
Yeah,
it's
they are.
it's the
I
cat's
fly.
meow.
I've got an iFlight up there, the Titan DC-5. I love that bird.
Yeah, iFlight makes
Matter
great.
of fact, you know who else has the Titan DC-5? Sunrise Water Media, but he bought his in pieces to put together himself. Oh, he hadn't got around to that yet. Hang on. Sunrise, when are you going to put that thing together?
He bought one of the kits.
He bought the frame, then he bought the motors, and I don't know what that emoji is supposed to be. Was the zipper over the mouth, but I think he's trying to tell me something. Wonder what that could be.
Okay, so you go and you get yourself a iFlight Nazgul Evoque F5X HD. You take the freaking Vista out of it. You throw in now you're at $600. You put in the new 03. It's 475 with the Vista. You still got the Vista though when you're done, so you can still use that. Assuming this freaking software comes out that I don't have yet. I want to fly my.
Actually, hold on. You can't just yank out the Vista and put in the 03 air unit because there's a difference in the cameras.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's taco night, isn't it?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. You're saying, I believe me, I understand this problem with the whipping out the freaking air units and throwing in freaking things without plugs. I'm learning about it, but I'm going to get over it. I'm going to be like everybody else that says, I don't care about that. I'm just going to look for the schematic, download it, and just put my freaking connections in the right spots, and I'm good.
No, you'll have that. You bought the long range, right? The LR5 frame?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually looking at a Chris Rosser frame too, the 3-inch.
I just think it's nice. I like the build. I like the way the legs are, basically A-frame, and it's interesting. It's just different. And I think it'll be a fun build, and I think it'll be a good companion to what I got. It'll be 6S when it's done. And it won't look it'll look as pretty as that freaking Nazgul. I'm going to make it cool. I'm going to make it shiny and sparkly. Put some pretty standoffs on it. Maybe make it blue. Make it that bluish yellowish color. Make it really obnoxious. All righty, guys. It's taco night, and it's 5:30, and the tacos are done early. But remember, if I leave early, I will go and stand in line, because that's what happens at taco night. I run down there, I get done early, and everybody's making their shells and stuff, and I stand there for about 20 minutes, and unless they're done. So
see, this is the one I'm probably going to order me.
That's interesting. That looks like a Chinese star. Ben says, when is the phrase plug compatible going to start applying to drone? It's getting there. All the new flight controllers are all plug compatible. They're getting there. All the new ones. They're basically replacing all the old ones. They're fire sailing all their old stuff, and they're making everything plug compatible with the O3s and then other things. They've got. It seems like they're trying to make everybody happy.
Well, we need to take a hard look at your flight controller, make sure it supports the O3 air unit.
Well,
because Matt's Tech did some more testing on it. That thing will suck about 1.85 amps.
Yeah, we'll do a little research.
And we'll have to find out what that Beck on yours is rated
Well,
for. We need to find you another Beck.
well, yeah. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to go find another flight controller. It's gonna be $60, $70. I've already looked at them. Flywoo sells them. You can go grab a Flywoo freaking.
Well, I found out with Walksnail, I need about 1.5 amps on that. And I found out a lot of them, like FRC, their BEC's only rated for 1 amp.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's my case because I don't, and that's okay if it does. Like I said, I'll get a different flight controller and I'll probably end up at that point. I'll be going, well, crap. Since I'm going to have to get a flight controller, I might as well buy 4 motors. And then you'll say, well, crap, if you're going to buy 4 motors, let's just get a new ESC. And now I got a brand new freaking quad. Right?
You got a Goku F722, right?
Yeah.
The dual.
Yep.
But as a single.
I'll give you the number. I can't see it right now. It's small, so I can give you some numbers here. Let me see here. I got to get my magnifying glass going here.
And we got a 9-volt, 2 amp output. You should be good.
It's a STM. Is that an S? STM 32 F722.
Yep. This is your flight controller right here.
Yep. That's it. F7.
And right here it says 5-volt, 2 amp, and 9-volt, 2 amp.
For BEC, yeah.
So we get enough juice coming through that thing.
Yeah, I think it does. I think they beefed it up because this one's got to run it runs a Bluetooth and all that. I got all these extra wires hanging off of it.
So yeah, but you're only worried about what's on the 9-volt because your air unit's going to get hooked to the 9-volt side, where everything else is hooked on to the 5-volt side.
To the 5-volt side, yep.
So
I'm going to have to do I'm going to have to disconnect some stuff. I've got the GPS because I don't think this one's not going to have a GPS on it. I think we'll scrap it, like you were saying. With this one, because I don't see needing a GPS. It's not going to be a long range anymore, so it'll be a freestyle build.
Yeah, because that's what you're hooking up to right here. These ports. T5, R5, and here's your 9-volt and your ground, and then your S bus is going over here somewhere.
Let's see here. I'm looking up there. Here's that. That's that direction. It's this yeah, like this. Yeah, I'm holding it the same way you got it. Yeah, that's where that's hooked up. There's a ground. Ooh. I think that's the same. It's just one of my wires is covering up one of the pads there. Thank God for iPhones with giant magnifiers on it. You know what? Hey, Kai, you know what I should do? I just got this idea. I'll just take my iPhone and put it on a mount and I'll use it to work on. I'll use it as a working magnifier. Pretty good idea, wasn't it?
And then now you can record it too and preserve it for eternity.
Well, I just thought it'd be a good idea because I could take snapshots and all right. Anyway, I got to get going. It's time to go eat.
And then just before you smoke it, make sure you get a good close up so we can see the smoke coming out. No.
Eventually every builder, I've never heard of anybody that hasn't smoked a brand new flight controller. So
that's why I now own a smoke stopper. But
yeah.
You got to go fix your dinner. I got to fix my dinner, and we got to get out of here.
Well, we're gonna get this together.
happiest of holidays. Let me
Yeah.
take this off here. The happiest of holidays to everybody. I'm having oral surgery next Monday, so count me out for a while. I'm gonna get some teeth fixed.
Maybe we'll get Kai on a live stream, and we'll put a avatar over his image, and then we'll just let him talk in the background to see how he is. We'll do a checkup.
I'll go get me one of those cartoon filter thingies.
No, I understand. That's okay. Take some time off and get better, man.
But
That's I used to use my holidays for all kinds of stuff. My favorite thing over the holidays was making my kids get their wisdom teeth taken out, that kind of stuff, so they could suffer over their holiday break.
so if you
Merry
haven't
Christmas.
already, I'd appreciate if you hit the old thumbs up
Don't
on the
be
way
a
out.
bum. Hit
You
it.
know? And there will be other hats coming up with a Teespring that are actually going to be embroidered.
Yeah, Teespring actually I did notice they had a hat thing going on.
Yeah. I just got to work out the details with them yet, but there will be more hats. So, but
with the embroidered logo.
yeah, like this one here. But until we see us again, probably after the first of the year at this point, I want to thank everybody for supporting our little venture here, my channel, his channel too, because he's working. He just made it past the 6K. So we need to get him to the 7K.
More duck videos. I got to re-render my last duck video, by the way, because I'm using Power Director now. I got rid of my baby program that I've been using.
Yeah. So
anyway.
if we have any serious duck hunters in the audience and you want a good laugh, watch his last video about a duck hunt.
I'll get it back up tonight. I just got to
The ducks have absolutely nothing to worry about with them.
Hey, that gun, that gel blaster gun, it was so much freaking fun, guys. I love that thing. I might have to give it to somebody, but I really that's one of the funnest damn things. They don't give them to kids because we would kill each other with them guns. We'd shoot each other in the face with them things. Those gel blasters, just put some little. We wouldn't even use safety goggles, but that would it would take your eye out for sure. But
yeah,
but they're fun. They splat you with them little freaking gel BBs. It's great. Too much fun. No ducks were harmed in the making of that video, but I will put up the 4K version. It only rendered to 720, and I'm like, crap. The video is going to be way better in 4K. So anyway, I'll put it back up. No worries.
Yeah.
Best $100 fun that I've ever had. Well, maybe not.
All right, brother.
All right.
You supposed to eat. I'm supposed to fix dinner. Everybody, happy holiday. And we shall see you when we're coming back amongst the living.
All righty, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, thanks, Kai. Get better soon. I'll be checking on you for sure.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all soon.
See if we can